Well, a lot of people decide they're going to give up the city life and they're going to move out to the country because they want that peaceful life. No rules, no noise, no hustle and bustle. They sell everything they own, they move out to the country, find them a nice little place, and 6 months later, they're ready to go back to the city. Why do you think that is? Well, let's go over a few things. Now, first of all, it doesn't happen to everybody that does that, but it does happen. So if you're ever thinking of moving to the country, maybe listen to what I'm going to say here, because maybe it ain't for you. You may not have what it takes to do this kind of life. Now, we're in my shop because it's 100 degrees right now. Yep. And my shop is nice and air conditioned. So I was going to do it in front of the chicken pen, but it's still 90 there. But they're in a nice shaded area. But I'm not doing that because, cameras, they don't do well in the heat. So this is a special afternoon edition, by the way. This morning's video was a bit of a flop. I don't understand it. Sometimes they are. Every video can't get a lot of views. That's just how it is, how the Alpo rhythm works. So if you're thinking of moving out to the country, the first thing you need to really consider is there's a lot of bugs. A lot of bugs, a lot of snakes, a lot of wildlife. And the wildlife doesn't care about your property line. It's going to walk right through just like it has for thousands of years. At least once or twice a year, I'll get a bear that takes a shortcut across my yard. They usually just look at you, then they keep going. They're not really a problem. At night, you're going to hear what sounds like thousands of coyotes. Usually it's only a few. It's just their call that they have makes it seem like there's a ton of them, when in fact there isn't. Sometimes they run in a pack, sometimes they don't. It's kind of a loner type animal, but they are out there and they are plentiful. Now I am in the Ouachita Mountains of Arkansas, so there is no shortage of bugs or wildlife or snakes. You see a lot of snakes in my videos if you go back in them. Another thing people find out, there ain't no Starbucks out here, man. We ain't got no Starbucks. And if you want fast food, you're going to have a 20-minute drive. I do. 20-minute drive to town. I don't eat that garbage. But if you want it, it's 20 minutes away. If you want the whole choice, the whole variety, you're looking at an hour's drive. Find your Taco Bell, your KFC, and all the places that are killing you. They got them, but they're going to take you a while to get to them. And a lot of people can't live without that. Okay. Another reason, if you have a small town close to you, when I say close, I mean probably 15 miles away, they're not going to be open 24 hours. Okay. Their hours may close at 9 o'clock at night. Okay, you're not just going to get up at 11 at night after a big nap and then go get you something at the grocery store. They're not going to be open. So that's something that you would have to adjust to. Another issue is, if something breaks, your plumbing, your electrical, your air conditioning, guess who fixes that? You. Because you're not going to call somebody to be here in a half an hour. It's just, they're not around. And if they are, it's going to take weeks to get to you. Weeks. Yeah. Another thing that could take weeks, months, is getting an eye appointment. Getting a dentist. Yeah. I'll tell you what I do. I actually have had a toothache for the last 2 days. But whenever I have a doctor's appointment, I tell my doctor, hey man, can you prescribe me some antibiotics and in case I get a toothache or something? Because they all know here, it takes that long. It could take several months to get a dental appointment or an eye appointment. And she has no problem prescribing me antibiotics. And usually I'll take them for 2 days and the toothache is gone. so I can get to the dentist. At least I'm not in pain. So that's something a lot of people don't know. I don't know if your doctor will do that for you, but it's not an addictive drug, so they shouldn't have any reason not to. So I always have a supply of that on hand. It's another thing, it's another good thing to have that stocked up on, because if the time comes you ain't able to get any kind of prescription medicines, you'll have antibiotics, and they can prescribe you a general antibiotic that works for a lot of things. Another thing that's hard for city people to adjust to is the slower pace, okay? You're going to pull out of your driveway, you're going to get on the main road, and this dude wants to drive 35 miles an hour. Now that used to drive me crazy. Now I've lived in the country most of my adult life, so it never really bothered me. But when I was younger, getting behind a combine or a tractor or just a slow, they're always in like S10s. It's an old man, and he's always in an S10, and usually they have a camper shell on it. Always. I don't know why that is. They like Ford Rangers, S10s, the little pickup trucks, because they get good gas mileage. Old men are smart. I'm finding that out. I don't know if I'm there yet where I'm smart, but you have to get used to that. You can't just be blowing your horn. He doesn't care. He's going to give you that. Yep. He don't care. He knows you ain't from around here. So don't stir up no trouble with the old man in the S10, okay? Tractors, well, it's cattle country. There really isn't nothing growing here, so it's cattle country. Everybody's got tractors. They got to take care of their cattle, throw them hay, bring them medications, whatever. They got tractors. They're not moving out of the way for you either. They're going to wave to you, but that's about it. You just wait until you can pass, which is a hard thing to do on these curvy, windy mountain roads, is finding a place to pass. So be prepared for that. Man, you're going to miss all the conveniences of the city. You're not going to be calling an Uber. None of that's going to happen. You're not going to walk out to the corner and jump on a bus or jump on one of them bullet trains or whatever it is y'all city people ride on. That doesn't happen. You don't have DoorDash. I never heard of that crap until a few months ago. I didn't know what it was. DoorDash, what is that? You ring somebody's doorbell and you haul ass? I don't know what DoorDash was, man. And what else they got? The Walmart Spark. I don't even think we got that here, because I'm an hour away from any Walmart. Ain't gonna have it. You got to get off your duff and get the stuff yourself. I know, it's a concept that it's hard to swallow, but that's what you have to do. There's no nightlife. There's no bars. Not here. Man, you don't be moving where I'm at anyway. But most country settings, you might have one bar in town, okay? But you're going to drive to get there. And everybody knows you shouldn't be drinking and driving. You're going to be doing if you're a drinker, you're going to be doing your drinking at home around a campfire, which to me, when I drank, that was awesome, okay? And then the night bugs come out. Yeah, you better sit close to that smoke, because them night bugs will eat you alive. You don't know what bugs are till you spend an evening out in the country. I'm going to tell you. There's things that you've never seen or heard of. And then the things that come out that eat those things, like bats, well, they're flying above your head. They don't care that you're sitting there. If a bug's flying in front of your forehead, well, it wouldn't be unusual to see a bat just right in front of your face. I know. So you got a friend that lives in the country, what I suggest, why don't you go out and spend a week with them? Why don't you rent a cabin? Rent a cabin somewhere. A lot of these national parks, and there are just so many cabins you can rent that are out in the country. I don't know what they call them things now, the Airbnbs. Rent you one of them. Make sure it's in the boonies. Get you a little taste of it. See if you like it. Stay for a week. Because if you stay for 2 nights, well, you're not going to miss much. But after about 3 days, you're going to be craving some Taco Bell. And guess what? There isn't going to be one. You're not going to order pizza. That's another thing. There will be no pizza delivery anymore. If you like pizza, you'll either make your own or you'll get the frozen kind, because it's the only kind of pizza that you can get. There is a Pizza Hut in town, which suck. And my town's 14 miles away. Time you get here and get there and get back with it, it's cold. Now, I quit eating that stuff anyway, because I'm carnivore now. There are a lot of advantages to living in the country, and this video was about the disadvantages. To me, it's just normal life, but to somebody that's fresh out of the city, that has never lived in the country, you know, they may not like it. And there's people that are just selling everything they own without even getting a taste of it. And they're finding out they don't like it. Now, a lot of them do make it. They adjust, they adapt. It's not impossible to do. You just have to have an open mind, and that's basically it. So, whatever it is you decide to do, if you know it's on, the shoe is on the other foot. If I was moving to the city, which I ain't, I'd probably go rent one of them Airbnbs for a few days in that city I was looking to move to, maybe a week, and get out and see what, well, is there a crime? What is there to do around here? Is it noisy? Are there sirens blaring all night? Some people sleep to that. Depending on how big your city is, you might come out to the country and find it too quiet that you can't get to sleep at night. For me, it's, I even got a little machine that plays cricket noise. Yeah. Puts on the crickets. So even in the middle of the winter, I got crickets going. I put it on real low, and it's like I'm sleeping on the porch. Crickets are going. It's great. Just a little advice, folks. So if you think you want to move to the country, Arkansas right now is full, especially my county. It's full. There is no room here. I could probably rent my shed out for $2,000 a month. I'd have to move over some tools and dust a little bit, but I could probably accommodate you. So let me know in the comments, and I'll start clearing that shed out as soon as this 100-degree weather goes away. Well, that ain't gonna be till probably October. Yeah. Well, I'll put a fan in there for you. Thanks for watching. Happy trails.